The unexpressed emotions will never die. They are buried alive and will come forth later in uglier ways. The great question that has never been answered, and which I have not yet been able to answer, despite my 30 years of research into the feminine soul, is what does a woman want? Dreams are the royal road to the unconscious. Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. The mind is like an iceberg. It floats with 1/7 of its bulk above water. The first human who hurled an insult instead of a stone was the founder of civilization. One day, in retrospect, the years of struggle will strike you as the most beautiful. Where ID is, there ego shall be. Out of your vulnerabilities will come your strength. Being entirely honest with oneself is a good exercise. Love and work are the cornerstones of our humanness. Most people do not really want freedom, because freedom involves responsibility, and most people are frightened of responsibility. Anatomy is destiny. The ego is not master in its own house. We are never so defenseless against suffering as when we love. No mortal can keep a secret. If his lips are silent, he chatters with his fingertips. Betrayal oozes out of him at every pore. Civilization began the first time an angry person cast a word instead of a rock. Men are more moral than they think, and far more immoral than they can imagine. The conscious mind may be compared to a fountain playing in the sun and falling back into the great subterranean pool of subconscious from which it rises. A dream is a wish your heart makes. Religion is an illusion, and it derives its strength from the fact that it falls in with our instinctual desires. In the small matters, trust the mind; in the large ones, the heart. Everywhere I go, I find a poet has been there before me. Children are completely egoistic. They feel their needs intensely and strive ruthlessly to satisfy them. The more perfect a person is on the outside, the more demons they have on the inside. The voice of the intellect is a soft one, but it does not rest until it has gained a hearing. Human beings are funny. They long to be with the person they love, but refuse to admit openly. Some are afraid to show even the slightest sign of affection because of fear. When inspiration does not come to me, I go halfway to meet it. It is not a lack of love, but a lack of friendship that makes unhappy marriages. One is very crazy when in love.